Hello and welcome to Beardicus Plays. My name is Beardicus and today I am playing Earthbound, the war against Giygas. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce his name. Fun fact, Giygas' name was originally going to be the Geek. So, that's a fun little story for you. Anyway, so, here we go, Earthbound. The Mother 2, if you will. Oh, I just remember. I gotta fix some of the controls. There was some kind of a control I gotta fix. So just come back in a second. So, you know what? I should do this while I'm actually playing, so that I know which one to change. Okay, so this is a cool little thing. You can choose what color the message boxes are. Unfortunately, I'm not a fan of brown, yellow, pink, or mint green, so I'm just gonna stick with plain. And in the tradition of sticking with the plain names, I'm just gonna go with Ness, Paula, Jeff, and yes, even Pooh. But I'm not going to make any jokes at his expense. I'll name him King. We'll keep all the names canon, but the food... Let's see, I think I said pasta last time, so let's go with... How many letters do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's not a lot of options. I don't know. I like cake. Let's go with dessert this time. Got some cake. Yeah. Favorite thing? Gee, I don't know. I guess games. Let's go with games. I like games. Games. There you go. Okay. So the canon favorite food is steak, and the coolest thing would be rockin', but I figured, you know, I'm going with the default names. At least I can customize it a little bit. So, this is actually the second Earthbound game, the second Mother game. The year is 1990X. I did play Earthbound Beginnings recently. I was gonna spread them out a bit more, but I got impatient. I really wanted to play this game. On it, a small town in Eagle Land. If you've never played Earthbound Beginnings, this game's only loosely tied into it. The only real connection is the final boss, and even that's kind of flimsy. It's really in name only, and actually not even in name. But oh, what's that noise? Okay, so here we go. We're playing as Ness. Okay, so as I said, I'm gonna have to fix the controls, so... Okay. So the reason I did that is because normally the A button brings up this menu so that you can go to talk to, goods, equip, status, and check. So if you want to look at something, you'd have to hit A and then check or something like that. But by default, hitting the L button skips straight to talk to and check. So if you're looking at a person, you'll talk to them. If you're looking at an object, you'll check it, and that's why it says no problem here. If it's nothing of interest, it'll just say no problem here. Which is so much more convenient, and I'm pretty sure I figured that out by accident once. So ever since then, I've switched the controls just because it's more convenient. So, for example, usually, to talk to her, I'd have to hit A, and then talk to. And then we'll talk. Hey bro, did the sound wake you up? Were you freaked out? But if you hit A, it skips straight to this. So it just saves you one step. Or over here, if I want to interact with the present, maybe I don't know, I have to check it, I hit talk to, and it says, who are you talking to? Because you have to hit check instead. But if you use the L button, it goes straight to Ness open the present, but it was empty in this case. What? Does start really not do anything? Okay, hold on. That means that I gotta change a few more things. Okay. So now plus does that, minus does that. Okay. So that should be everything now. And it still brings up that. Okay. So here we are, we're going on a little adventure. What was that noise? Ness, you don't seem scared. Are you nuts? And now you want to go check it out? Oh, okay. You'll sneak out of your room anyway, even if I asked you not to. At least change out of your jammies before you go. So, now you may recognize Ness from his original appearance in Super Smash Bros. Even though this game is on the console before Super Smash Bros., but yeah, it's semantics. I think that with all of the alternate costumes in Super Smash 4, like how all the characters, or a bunch of characters, had special costumes and whatnot, like I wish I could think of any offhand, but I really can't. Like how Little Mac had the wireframe and the sweatshirt and stuff. I really think that Ness should have had an alternate costume where he was in his pajamas. I think that was a missed opportunity. Be careful, come home as soon as you can. No. Okay. Beep. Somebody forgot to pay the phone bill. Besides humans, dogs also sleep at night. Why aren't you asleep? I have insomnia. What's it to you? Okay, so here we are in Onit, or Onet. 1TT. If I don't know how to say it, but I've always said Onit, and I prefer the way Onit sounds over Onet, so I'm going to stick with Onit. I want to return home, but the road is closed. People are taking this meteorite situation too seriously. And more like a meteor wrong. Oh, yeah, got it. Off to a good start. That's already one pun. One pun for the punometer. Onit police are infamous for closing roads if something is going on. We're going for the world record. Don't panic, it's just a, what? Meteorite that, who? Fell. I just wanna, what? Go home. I don't fully understand, or I don't fully know how I'm supposed to read that line. But whatever. Did you hear the big bang? I think a meteor landed nearby. I want to be the first to see it, okay? I'm going to try to be the first one to get there. Well, you're going to have to hurry up. You're not going to get there by standing there. So this is our neighbor, Picky. Oh, hi. Pokey, my brother, ran out of here to chase after a police car. He said, Picky, you should stay home, so I'm home watching our house. Mom and Dad aren't home yet. They went out to an elegant restaurant. I don't think there's anything else to do in here. So, Pokey and Picky are our neighbors. I think Pokey's name was actually supposed to be Porky, but it was mistranslated or something. Don't you know what time it is? Get your butt home pronto. But I prefer to call him Pokey, because that's how it is in this. A meteorite has landed. The sharks are running wild in town. You kids are wandering around, and I'm hungry. I hate my job. It's dangerous to go to the hilltop. Even if I advise you not to go, it won't stop you, will it? Wow, Ness is just a rebellious kid. Or at least he's got a rebellious reputation. Everybody's like, yeah, I'm going to tell you not to do this, but you're going to do it anyway, aren't you? Hey, you, don't you know what time it is? Also, apparently he doesn't know how to tell time, because at least nobody... Okay, so he has a reputation for being rebellious and for not knowing what time it is. And for taking bread rolls. Okay, so up here is this guy. This guy... Hey, Ness, hiya, buddy. A meteorite fell down and went boom. It was a real mess for a while. I was fine because I always eat garlic and work out to help make my body stronger. However, the weaker citizens probably fainted. I also want to tell you... I almost told you about... by the way, Ness, did you check my billboard? I wrote the message myself. That's my real job, you know. I'm a billboard guy. Why don't you check out my work? So, this guy's name is a pun, and I first played this game when I was 7, How old was I when I was, or what year was it when I was, no, probably before I was 7. So I didn't get this joke. His name is Liar Exaggerate. I originally I thought it was Agorate, so Liar Exaggerate, so I didn't get that his name is Liar Exaggerate. I didn't get that. Also because liar is spelled with an E here, so I thought it was like Lear Exaggerate. And I just never understood that. But it's Liar Exaggerate. That meteorite looks different than usual. What do you mean usual? Is this a common occurrence? Do meteorites land more often than I thought? It's strange and marvelous, as well as mysterious. Ooh. Ooh. So this here's Pokey. And you can see from his face when he looks down. Give it a second. Pokey, look at the camera. Pokey. 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 He's like my dog. He never wants to look at the camera. Hey, there it is. So you can see from his face why his name was originally Porky, because he has a very pig-like nose, and he's kind of round. Shh. Okay. Nice timing, Ness. Will you do something about Pokey? He's driving me nuts. Are you two friends? I mean, I guess. And you live in the house next to his. I see. You say that like it's weird. Neighbors are usually friends. Clear out! Get out of the way! Clear out! Get out of the way! Clear out! Get out of the way! Clear out! Of way, get my out! I mean, get out of my way! I read it wrong. Hey, Ness, don't be rubbernecking. You're getting in the officer's way. You can go home now. Tomorrow, I, Pokey, will tell you more about this strange meteorite. I'm fine here, but you're bugging the officers. Clear out. Get out of my way. Okay, well, there you go. So, we've seen the meteorite. We're going home. That's the end of the game. So, yeah, that'll do it. This is the adventure of Ness as he goes to look at a meteorite and then says, you know what, I don't really care about this, and goes back home. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. It's one of my favorite RPGs, and I had a lot of fun playing it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you with the next game. No, it's not over yet. Don't act. The episode's not even over yet. The episode's like half over, so it should have been obvious that I was joking. Welcome home, Ness! I'm sorry, I apologize. I'm trying to do voices, I'm just not good at it. Welcome home, Ness. It's not necessary to talk about it tonight. It's late. Scoot off to bed now. Yes. It wasn't a question, but okay. I agree. Later that night. So again, going back to the first time I played this, I thought it was weird that Ness woke up here because he's about to. Because I could never hear the knocking. And it might be because I originally played... Okay, this is a secret, don't tell anybody, but I originally played this game on an emulator. Because Nintendo took, like, forever to finally re-release it. It was like 20 years before they re-released it on the Virtual Console, and I bought it immediately when they did. Okay? So, yes, I originally played it on an emulator, and maybe the emulator just wasn't very good. I don't know. Someone's knocking at the door. What an annoying knock. It's not really that annoying. How annoying could it possibly be? My land, who could be knocking at the door at this time of night? Would you answer it? Why do I have to answer it? I was literally on the opposite side of the house. I was upstairs and down the hall. You're right here. You were like 10 feet from the door. Why do I have to answer it? I don't care. I'll answer it. Phone's still out. Also, pay the phone bill. I've got fleas sucking me dry, so I'm just gonna lie still for now. You didn't even wait for me to answer it. Hey, listen to what I'm gonna say. When I took Pinky to the place where the meteorite landed... Oh, good evening, ma'am. You're looking lovely as usual. Anyway, as I was saying, the police that regarded the meteorite landing left suddenly to deal with the sharks. You know, the sharks. They're the local ruffians. That's not at all a clunky way to expositionize the game. That's not at all clunky exposition. You know, the sharks are the local ruffians, and they were going really wild. Suddenly I noticed that Piggy was gone. I blamed the cops. Certainly wasn't my fault. When my dad gets back, I know I'm gonna get it. You're my bestest friend. Won't you help me find Piggy? Okay, good buddy, let's blow this pop stand. Before we go, why don't you say goodbye to your mom? Don't you agree, ma'am? I know that the dog is unreliable, but you should take King along. The cracked bat in Trace's room could help out in a time like this. No matter what anyone says, you're a courageous, strong boy. You're my very own natural-born fighter. You'll go far. Remember to go for it. But I think you should change out of your jammies before you leave. Also, I forgot to equip that. Okay, so what was going on? What was I gonna say? Okay, so yeah, I'll do everything I can to help you. Good luck on your adventure. You might get hungry along the way, so here's a cookie. Yeah. You can also leave anything you don't need with me. Do you want me to hang on to something? Be careful. So that's something that I carried over from the original game. Mother 1, Earthbound Beginnings, whatever you want to call it. Your sister, although you only have one sister in this game, your sister will hold on to items that you don't want cluttering up your inventory or whatever, which is really useful because you can't get rid of key items, but you can give them to Tracy. I think that's her name. But the problem with that in Earthbound Beginnings was the only way to talk to her was to either go all the way home or go to Magic Ant, both of which would be going way out of your way. But in this game, you do get the ability to call her later so that she can send someone to pick stuff up. Yeah, sure, you're cool, whatever. Okay. Do you want me to go with you? I guess I have no choice. Let's go. So, King's the best character. Alright, you go out in front and I'll follow at a safe distance. Let's get going. I do like when Pokey is in your party. Hey, Mom, can you get the phone? Mom, I'm kind of going on an adventure. Could you... Fine, I'll get it. Closer to the phone, but I'll do everything. Hello, it's your dad. Work to exhaustion when you're young. Have you ever heard of weird saying like this? No, because I'm not Japanese. I'm sure that that's a Japanese saying. There's a very Japanese way of thinking. That is the exact opposite of my thinking, though. I don't work hard at anything. I'm not a good person. Just remember, I'm always behind you 100%. Don't be afraid. I know that you're brave. You can do it. Don't forget to call me periodically during your adventure. I can make a record of your progress when you call me. Oh, yeah, I deposited $30 into your bank account. Do you have your ATM card? Withdraw your money from any cash machine and buy whatever you need. Good luck, my boy. I feel like such a hero. What? Ah, well, the father of a hero. Okay, slam. Beep. Okay, goodbye, Ness. I like to imagine that he actually said slam beep. So in the first game, I believe you could only ever call Nintendo's dad. That was the only use of phones. In this game, you get a whole bunch of phone numbers, so you can call a bunch of different people. So I like having Pokey in the party because he doesn't help you fight at all. So like in that last one, he was acting innocent, and then you tried to edge closer to the enemy, which... Like, does that mean that he didn't even edge closer? He just tried, and he ended up edging, like, to the side. And he was pretending to cry. King is at least helping. But Pokey's just there. Also, I think I have a max of 30 health. So I took 8 damage. Which means I should probably eat a cookie. Because I think cookies do 6 health. Ow, God, I need that eye! Jerk. Also, you probably noticed this already, but you don't get critical hits in this game. You get smash hits, which I like. I like that. Oh, I leveled up already. Life of Alpha. Really? This early? Well, that's convenient. I thought I didn't get that until like level 4. What button am I hitting? Okay. It takes me a little while to get used to these controls. I meant to eat a cookie. I didn't. Whoops. Whatever. Oh, well, okay. So if you saw that butterfly on the screen, those butterflies are super useful because they if you find one and then touch it, it will refill your PP. And it doesn't say that though, which I always found really annoying because like I had to figure that out myself. Here, I'll show you what I mean in a second. So let's heal again. So you'll see I have 1 PP. You touch it, it takes a little while, but then it says Magic Butterfly made Nest relax. It doesn't say what that does, but if you check the PP, now it's at 11 because it restores, I believe, 20 PP. Also, really important note. See that snake right there? Yeah, that's an enemy. The absolute best change from Earthbound Beginnings to Earthbound is that there are no more random encounters. And I love that because I hate random encounters. Seriously, I'm not telling you to watch the Earthbound Beginnings playthrough because okay, hold on. So first of all, when I was making that series, I had no idea how to edit videos until like episode 6 of that series. Not that I really know how to edit now, but at least like there isn't an obnoxious like noise throughout the entire episode anymore. At least not as much. But if you did watch that series, you would know that about that the beginning half to 2/3 of the game, I was trying to be really nice to the game. Like, yeah, I mean, I didn't like it too much the first time I played it, but I'm having fun with it. But then, like, after there got to a point where every single time I would take like one step and get in a fight, I was getting really angry because it was happening so often. Hey, Ness, I was too busy to investigate, but I heard a child's voice on the hilltop. I'm a busy man, but when I do a job, I do it well. I'm a man's man. Oh, I already read that. So it's a reflex. It's like you see a sign, I gotta read it. So here we go. Now we actually get to see the meteorite. Oh, if I knew this was gonna be such a scary place, I wouldn't have come along. I'm out of here. So there is a reason that had to happen. And that's because this game limits you to 4 playable characters at any given time. Whether that's a character that you're playing as or if it's an NPC party member, you can only have 4 characters in your party. So, I have Ness and Pokey right now. Caution, there's still lots of fires burning around here, around there, and it's hot. So I have Ness and Pokey, that's 2. Now I'm talking to Picky. Wow, oh, you woke me up. Pokey, I've been looking all over for you. You see, Pokey got scared and ran away. Well, I'm glad you're okay at least. Let's go home now. I bet Mom and Dad are worried sick about us. Geez, sometimes I wonder which one of us is the real big brother. So now Piggy joined the party, so now I have 3 party members. But wait, there's still a 4th slot, so King should still be able to fit. Well, give it a minute. Jeez, so impatient. Just like wait for 10 seconds, and then you'll see why King had to leave. Ness, do you hear a buzzing that sounds like a bee flying around? No. Oh, come on, you must hear it. Well, I still don't hear it, but I think the audio file started playing at least. I don't hear it because I have volume on low. A bee I am. Not. See, this game came out in the 90s when it was super popular to do that. A bee I am. Not. Haha, gotcha. Psych. Sorry if that was really loud. I didn't mean to say it that loud.
I'm from 10 years in the future, and in the future all is devastation. Giygas, the universal cosmic destroyer, sent all to the horror of eternal darkness. However, you must listen. Where I am from, there is a well-known legend that has been handed down from ancient times. It says when the chosen boy reaches the point, he will find the light. It doesn't mean anything, but it's basically the future's equivalent of those posters with the cat on it that says, "Hang in there." The passing of time will shatter the nightmare rock. Also doesn't mean anything, but, you know. When you're in the future and literally nothing exists anymore, you just kind of say words, and it's to help you feel better, you know? And will reveal the path of light. You see, it is my opinion that you are that boy, Ness. You are that boy. Giygas is probably the nightmare rock. Maybe the meteorite was the point, and the light, and then the path of light is probably, I don't know, some sort of a runway for an airplane? I don't know. We'll figure out the details later. Giygas' monstrous plan must have been set in motion somewhere on Earth because he's an alien, and everyone knows that aliens only plan their invasions once they get to the planet. If you start to confront the enemy immediately, you may have time to counter the evil intentions of Giygas. 3 things of the utmost importance: wisdom, courage, and power. The Triforce. The legends from the ancient times tell of 3 boys and a girl who defeat Giygas. I will tell you more later. Go now, and do not be anxious about the future. You'll have much work to do, Ness. Did you listen to what I told you? Thank you for listening to my long story.
It's not really a story. You just kind of... I mean, I guess it was story, but it was more like... It was like a short story with a lot of speculation.
You are as exceptional as I expected you to be.
Did they mention the Apple of Enlightenment? Buzz now joins the party. See, that's why King had to leave. See, if you just waited, you would have seen that. Ness, it looks like you're really in a lot of trouble this time. 3 boys, he said. I'm not one of those 3, am I? Nope, actually, the twist ending is that Pokey gets a sex change. Actually, he's the girl. 'Cause I'm not into this kind of thing at all. Jeez, my heart is almost pounding right out of my chest. Okay, so, I think Buzz mentioned the Apple of Enlightenment. Are you still gonna say? I have something to tell you and only you. Can you come visit me later alone? I like that jingle. The sound effect that's about to play. I like that noise. Anyway, so the Apple of Enlightenment is some sort of like a prophecy-telling fruit or something. I don't know. Maybe it's a computer, like an Apple computer. I don't know. But I will say this much: when it comes to stories, I'm not a fan of prophecies. Because it's like, if there's a prophecy that says that Ness beats Giygas, then, like, what's the big deal? Like, the prophecy says that I'm gonna win, so what's the big deal? The only way I like prophecies are if they say that, if it said that Giygas was gonna win, and then I had to go up against him anyway, and just say, nah, prophecy's schmophacy. I decide how this ends. And then, there was something else too. Or if the prophecy, like, just turns out to be a big joke or something, I don't know. I don't know how to describe that one. Like, if, like, the prophecy turns out to be a joke to the viewer, not like the prophecy is foretelling a joke, or it's like an ancient joke that somebody mistook as being a prophecy. I mean, like, although that, I think that could work too. I mean, like, if the prophecy ends up either not being, like, you're missing part of the prophecy, and then when you, so at first it seems like the prophecy is foretelling that you're gonna win, or that something is going to go one way, and then they find the other part of the prophecy that shows that it was actually talking about something completely unrelated. I don't know. It's hard to describe. My point is, I just don't like prophecies in stories. It's been a long time, Buzz Buzz. You've been successful at foiling Master Giygas' plans. But, Buzz Buzz, you must now surrender. You're no longer a hero, but just a useless insect. I'll stomp you hard. Okay, so, the Starman Jr., who was also fought near the beginning of, Earthbound Beginnings. I forgot the name. He was fought at the beginning of Earthbound Beginnings, except he was a real boss there. I'm only level 2, so I can't really fight right now. So Buzz Buzz takes care of this for me. Also, I would like to point out that while Pokey wastes all his turns by pretending to cry or whatever he's doing, Picky is actually trying to help. I mean, he's not super strong, but at least he's trying. And I'm not doing that much better than him. And I'm using a bat. He's unarmed. And then there was one other thing I was going to say. That'll probably do it. Yep. Oh, but if you do level grind enough up to this point, to the point where Ness gets, what is it, PSI Shield? If you get PSI Shield, you can cast it during the fight. Or actually, I guess it's just Shield, because PSI Shield shields against PSI attacks. Or Psi attacks, I guess. But if you cast Shield on yourself, which only halves physical damage, it overrides the Psi Shield, and it turns that fight, which you basically can't lose, into a fight that you can't win, because you'll die in basically one hit.
Oh, I was taking a big chance there. He came from 10 years in the future to kill me, so he can't relax yet.
What do you mean you were taking? What kind of a risk were you taking? What does that mean? What? How are you taking a risk? He's the one who was taking a risk to fight you, and his risk didn't pay off because he failed? He bet it all on black and it came up red. I don't know. Whatever. He bet on red because he wanted us to bleed, and it came up black because... Or was he betting on black because he wanted the darkness to whatever. He came from 10 years, he realized, from now on, you'll be fighting enemies sent by Giygas, as well as humans who have evil thoughts. They'll definitely make trouble during your adventure. Animals are also becoming violent, due to Giygas' influence over the evil in their minds. Also, inanimate objects are coming to life. Basically, everything wants to kill you right now. Yeah, it's true. Okay, so let's drop off Pokey and Picky before their parents get home so they don't get in trouble. Oh no, we're too late!
Where in Sam Hill have you boys been? Oh, we'll have to think of a suitable punishment.
I'm really sorry that my kids troubled you so much. Both of you are really gonna get it now. So, another trivia. The sound effect there was different in the Japanese version, because in the Japanese version, he basically was hitting them instead of just yelling at them. But, you know, America doesn't appreciate parents hitting their kids as much, so... By the way, I'd be happy if you left. I'm tired of your family living next door. We've loaned your father a lot of money, like $100,000 or more, or less. So, honestly, I didn't give you any information there because it was either more or less or equal to $100,000. But because of the loan, my family and I now live in poverty.
My husband is much too lenient with the children. Oh well, nice guys finish last. That's the story of our life.
Buzz Buzz, why? Why are you doing this to it? Why Buzz Buzz? Don't sit there. Anywhere but there.
No! It's a dung beetle! I'll smash your guts out!
Well, Now we're back to one party member.
I was weaker than I thought. So now begins your adventure to see you.
Oh, I just remembered. Listen to my final words.
To defeat Giygas, your own power must unite with the Earth's. The Earth will then change your power and multiply it. There are 8 points that you must visit. Make these places your own. Each of these locations is your sanctuary. One of them is near on it. It is called Giant Step. Go there first. Do you understand? All right. You are a very intelligent young man, and oh, the pain! Everything is getting dark. Oh, before I pass on, I want to give you something. It is the Sound Stone.
But you're a bee. How are you holding a sound? How small is the Sound Stone?
You can record the melodies from the 8 your sanctuary locations into this stone. It is an awesome item. By the way, I'm almost dead. But did you want to hear the story one more time?
Yes.
No. Good. It's already dawn outside, but it doesn't matter to me. I'm fading fast.
I like how the happy jingle plays just as Buzz Buzz dies. Okay, bye Buzz Buzz. See you later. Well, I guess not, but you know what I mean. Yay, it's morning! It's also the end of the episode. High five for the flawless transition. Okay, well, so that'll do it for this episode. Next episode, we'll actually head to On It and fight some bandits. Not bandits. Gang members, I guess. But until then, wait, what? So, thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to subscribe, click the subscribe button. If you want to watch other videos, watch other videos. Click the boxes, I guess. See you in the next episode. But until then, have a nice day, and goodbye.